What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Wednesday, March 6th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, let's take a look at the point guard position. I like Jamal Murray from the Denver Nuggets playing the LA Lakers, who have the fourth worst defense overall, and they give up the ninth most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Jamal Murray has scored 43, 32, and 33 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 33.4 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 33 minutes per game with a 25% usage rate. He had a 38% usage rate last game, so that's encouraging. Jamal Murray is $6,200 DraftKings salary. He's $800 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 32 fantasy points here tonight. That's over 5 times value. There's an implied total of 222 points in this game, and Jamal Murray hits value 65% of the time at this salary. The matchup is great. It's a fast-paced game. I love Jamal Murray here versus the LA Lakers. Remember, we added projected ownership, and that will be updating throughout the day as injury news changes. We also added the fantasy points per minute stat here for each player, and we also added a stat that's new to the industry. We call it the hit percentage, and it's the percent chance this player has to hit value at his current DFS salary. And you can access all these new stats even on mobile devices by tapping the dash rank icon. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. I like Chris Dunn from the Chicago Bulls playing the Philadelphia 76ers, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they have the 8th best defense defending opposing shooting guards. Chris Dunn is shooting guard eligible on DraftKings, and he scored 25, 32, and 27 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 28.7 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 31 minutes per game with a 20% usage rate. Chris Dunn is $5,200 DraftKings salary. He's $700 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 30.7 fantasy points here tonight. That's almost 6 times value. There's an implied total of 226 points in this game. It's not the best matchup, but Chris Dunn is playing over 30 minutes a game now, and the price is right, so I like Chris Dunn here versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks playing the Washington Wizards, who have the 5th worst defense overall, and they give up the 4th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Luka Doncic has scored 32, 38, and 49 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 41 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 32 minutes per game with a 30% usage rate. Luka Doncic is $9,100 DraftKings salary. He's $200 more on FanDuel, so I like that price on both sites. Projected at 40.9 fantasy points here tonight. He's going to need about 45 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. He's been struggling, so I think his ownership is going to be low. He's got 50-point upside, and this is a great matchup versus the Washington Wizards. There's an implied total of 230.5 points in this game. I think this is the night Luka Doncic goes off, so I love Luka here versus the Washington Wizards. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, who do we have at the power forward position? Once again, I like Tobias Harris from the Philadelphia 76ers playing the Chicago Bulls, who have the 8th worst defense overall, and they're the 4th best defense defending opposing power forwards. Tobias Harris has scored 51, 35, and 49 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 37.9 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 35 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. Tobias Harris is $7,700 DraftKings salary. He's $300 more on FanDuel. I like that price on both sites. Projected at 39.7 fantasy points here tonight. That's over 5 times value. He's got the 40-50 point upside. With no Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris is the man. He's getting it done night after night, playing monster minutes, 34 to 43 minutes in the last 3 games. This guy's always on the court. I wouldn't go all in on Tobias Harris though. He's coming off a 51-point game, but I do love Tobias Harris here versus the Chicago Bulls. Okay, moving on to the center position. I'm going to give you a value play here. I like JaVale McGee for the LA Lakers playing the Denver Nuggets, who have the 7th best defense overall, and they give up the 5th fewest fantasy points to opposing centers. JaVale McGee has scored 14, 32, and 11 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 24.6 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 21 minutes per game with a 20% usage rate. JaVale McGee is only $3,700 DraftKings salary. He's $600 more on FanDuel, projected at 25.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's almost 7 times value. There's no Kyle Kuzma, so we're hoping JaVale McGee will get 20 plus minutes here tonight. If he does, he should smash value at $3,700 DraftKings salary. He hits value 75% of the time at that salary. This is a home game, a fast-paced game, a game that the Lakers need to win. JaVale McGee needs to step up. I love JaVale McGee here versus the Denver Nuggets. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.